Hey, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you stopping by. So I think this is the seventh take trying to make this video, and yeah, I keep starting it, and it just doesn't go the way that I want it to go. And who knows? This this may not be the last. Maybe there'll be an eighth. So I got a question. Do you feel it? That question is related to, do you feel like something is coming? Like something is around the corner? Something is just over the horizon. And I don't mean something positive. I don't mean something good. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be real. But do you feel like things are heading in a direction that is going to end up being that it's heading in a direction we need to prepare for? Let me put it that way. And I bring this up, and I think I made a video similar to this a couple months ago. But I've had so many people comment on other videos that I've done, as well as over on my Substack, things that I've written over there. So many people have commented that they feel like something is coming, that they are positive something's coming, that things are not improving, things are not getting better. The opposite, things are getting worse. And sometimes they point to reasons, sometimes they don't. They just say, it's just going to keep getting worse. But when they do point to reasons, and I'd like to know your opinion and comment below. A popular thing has been obviously the U.S., Iran, Israel, Middle East situation over there with the petroleum market, the strategic petroleum reserves that continues to decline even now and has not been refilled in quite some time. In that agreement that has occurred over there that is really coming into question whether or not that's even real or it's sustainable. The vast majority of people that I hear from, they believe it's not. There's that. There's AI. There's a lot of people, including experts out there, that believe that we are going to see over the next year to 2 years a major change in the job market, that so many jobs are going to be eliminated with AI. There is some indication that that will actually create other jobs and other opportunities, but I suspect that when companies see that they can eliminate positions and just utilize AI and reduce their labor costs, that's what's going to happen. So what's that going to mean for people in the job market? It's uncertain. Russia and Ukraine, you don't seem to hear about that much anymore. But that doesn't change the fact that it's escalated over there recently. And again, there's a lot of talk. Who knows what's going to happen? But there's a lot of chatter that Russia is coming to the point that they want this ended, and that they will end it. And if they have to go nuclear, then that's what they'll do. We'll see. We'll see. You look at Europe, and there's many countries over there with massive civil unrest in some of the big cities because the citizens have gotten tired of what's going on in their country. A lot of it has to do with their demographics in their culture and society. And there's violence in the streets. That's another whole thing. But there's a lot that's going on in the world that is making people feel uneasy. And in the United States, same thing, the division within the citizenship. I mean, I've never received so much hate and trolling in all my life. When I post something, it can be just, get out of the cities. Move out of the cities, move to the countryside, try to live your life, be happy. Somehow that is triggering to people. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's a big thunderstorm coming in. But somehow that's become triggering to people that I would suggest such an idea. The bottom line is people are getting frustrated, they're stressed, some of them are angry, and they're tired, and they don't know what's going to happen. They hear the news talk about the stock market hitting an all-new record. They hear record profits with a variety of big corporations. Meanwhile, they're trying to figure out how they're going to put food on the table. And that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people. I've talked to several people just in the last week personally, and they just throw their hands up and they're like, no, I don't have any hope. I didn't have a single person sit there and tell me, I think things are going to be fantastic. I think gas prices are going to drop, food's going to decrease, I'm going to get a big raise at work. No, that's not happening. All the citizens in the country are going to come together in a big group hug. Nope, I didn't hear that. Quite the opposite. So, and a lot of them have checked out of watching the news because they hear the same thing all the time. They've checked out of looking to their local and state leaders to make decisions that are in their best interest because they've seen it time and time again, promises made, promises not kept. And it just never makes any difference. They see the inflation, they see the roller coaster of gas prices, and it's just constant negativity. So a lot of them are checking out of watching the news. Maybe they pay attention a little bit, but largely they're just trying to live their life the best that they can. But they go to the grocery store and they see hamburger for $9 a pound. They see, what milk costs and what cheese costs and, a box of cereal that's gone up in price but shrunk in size. This is, the real world. Sure, there are some people out there that are doing better, but overall, people feel it. They feel the uncertainty that is the future. And that's one of the reasons I was making this video is asking, do you feel it? And if you do, what do you think is going to happen with the rest of 2026 and 2027? And are you doing anything about it? That's my question. Now, I'm asking the question, I'm going to answer. I'll give my answer. I think things are going to continue pretty much the same in 2026 and 2027. If anything, they may ramp up. I think prices are steadily going to increase. Whether it's necessary or it's price gouging, the prices are going to continue to increase. You will see things like meat drop in price temporarily, and then they'll go up to all-time new highs. And you're going to continue to see gas be a roller coaster. And depending upon what happens with the Strait of Hormuz, we may see prices jump right up to where they were or even higher. Because there's a lot of moving parts to that whole situation, but there's been a lot of manipulation going on to try to drive prices down. And that can only last so long. You hear that thunderstorm coming in. I think that we're going to continue to see mass division in this country. There's a growing divide between the citizens of this country. And it's not just two sides, there's a lot of different sides. But We have elections coming up, and it's going to get nasty. It's going to get dirty, and people are going to get frustrated and fight over all this stuff, when in the end, this might be an unpopular opinion, I don't think it really matters who wins, who loses. Maybe it matters a little, but we've been hearing the same promises for a long time. I'm not trying to get political here. I'm just saying, when I'm looking at the future and what's going to happen, I don't think we're going to get some people elected and suddenly everything is fixed. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It still boggles the mind that there are so many people out there in denial of looking around them and not thinking that it's a good idea just to prepare a little bit. Whether it's, some natural disaster, hurricane, tornado, winter storm, blackouts, brownouts, whatever. But just to prepare a little bit, and rather than relying on the drive-through for all of your food. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. They have nothing. And that's another part of, what's my answer, what I think is going to happen, and what am I doing about it? I'm going to continue to prepare. We're going to continue to develop this property, this small homestead in the woods of Maine. We're going to expand gardens. We're going to grow more food, put stuff back. We're going to increase our food storage. We're learning constantly, learning new things. And that's going to continue. And we're going to continue to try to live our life the best that we can, focusing on family and friends. And not get so wrapped up in what somebody says on the internet or on the news. So that's it. That's my video. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. You got anything out of it, consider subscribing if you haven't. Share with somebody that may get something out of it, maybe is like-minded. And share your thoughts below. That really helps also. Helps the channel and get out to more people. So, again, I appreciate it. You guys stay safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies, hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure, a back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out here's my modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, callous palms, blisters, pride, planted seeds where hope